Trevor Henry, top dash and UDR driver of 2012. Under his new moniker, King Henry, Trevor Henry truly ruled in 2012. He was the top dash driver at 4 ovals and earned his first national title. Finishing the season with 533 victories, he won more races than any other driver in Canada and set a personal career best for single-season wins and earnings. At Grand River, he frequently won 3, 4, or 5 races a card, finishing the year with 123 victories from 519 starts, good for a UDR of .351, which makes King Henry this track's top dash and percentage driver of 2012. Richard Moreau, top dash and UTR trainer of 2012. Richard Moreau was Canada's top dash-winning trainer of 2012 and received his first O'Brien Award nomination. He won dash titles at Grand River, Western Fair, Georgian Downs, and on the WEG circuit. Moreau won 32 races from 106 starts in Elora and also finished with top percentage honors at .459. The highlight of his Grand River season was on August 13th when he scored 5 wins on 1 card. Among his 2012 stable stars is Grand River's top condition pacer, Wild Dragon. SSG Stables, top owner of 2012, presented by Standardbred Canada. Ed James of SSG Stables picks up his second consecutive award as Grand River Raceway's top owner, as presented by Standardbred Canada. The president of SSG Gloves, James had 17 winners from 71 starts and earnings of $125,000 in Elora last year. His top performers included our top rookie winner, O'Reilly O'Reilly, and 2-time Trotter of the Year, Indiana Hall. Issy Blue Bayou, top claimer, Fillies and Mares, 2012. 5 wins from 9 starts at Grand River makes Issy Blue Bayou the top female claimer of 2012. The sophomore lass set a career mark of 156-2 in her first Grand River Raceway win on July 4th, which was the midpoint of a 5-race win streak. Issy Blue Bayou was campaigned by Chantal Mitchell for owners Alain Duravage and Diane Lippin of Quebec. Roxanne Steve, top claimer, Horses and Geldings of 2012. This is trainer Scott Habershaw's second consecutive winner in the top claimer category. In 2011, it was Putnam Jaguar, and in 2012, Roxanne Steve. Scott Habershaw and Michael Beaver share ownership of the pacer, now 7. He was a winner of 5 from 10 at Grand River last summer and banked nearly $17,000. He set a new career best of 156-2 right here on June 13th. O'Reilly O'Reilly, top rookie 2012. Grand River Raceway's top rookie of 2012 hails from the Ian Downey stable. Owned by SSG Stable, the Angus Hall daughter, now 5, never finished outside of the top 3 at Grand River. She won 2 from 6 and was a runner-up on 3 occasions. O'Reilly O'Reilly banked nearly $13,000 in Elora and set a new career best of 2 minutes and 2/5. Victim of Love, top condition pacer, Fillies and Mares, 2012. Victim of Love passed away earlier this year, leaving a legion of enthusiastic owners to mourn her goodbye. Last year, she won 4 of 11 races at Grand River Raceway and earned more than $25,000. Trained by Wayne Prescottor for Harness Racing Canada Incorporated, Guy Haskell, and Fred Haskell, she won 23 races and banked $350,000 in her 5-year career. Grand River Raceway congratulates the connections of Victim of Love, the 2012 top condition pacing mare. Wild Dragon, top condition pacer, Horses and Geldings, 2012. Richard Moreau trainee Wild Dragon earned nearly $27,000 at Grand River in 2012, finishing in the top 3 in 8 of 11 starts. Owned during his 4-year-old season by Gestion Johnny Blais, the Dragon Again Mister rounded out his year with 25 top 3 finishes in 37 starts and wins over 7 different tracks. Chewie, top condition trotter, 2012. Edward Galinsky's Kingfisher Farms owns Chewie, the top condition trotter of 2012. Under Galinsky's campaign, the 6-year-old gelding set a new career mark of 157-2 in his final Grand River win on October 3rd. With 10 top 3 finishes from 15 starts, Chewie banked $28,000 in 2012. Indiana Hall, Trotter of the Year 2012. This is Indiana Hall's second consecutive Trotter of the Year honors at both Grand River Raceway and the Raceway at Western Fair District. Conditioned by Ian Downey for SSG Stables, the striking Sabra Sun was always a factor in the top dashes, finishing in the top 3 in 12 out of 16 tries and winning 4. He earned $41,000 in Elora and hit 55 career wins and $800,000 by year's end. Acceptable Risk, Pacer of the Year 2012. Acceptable Risk returns for his second year in counting as Pacer of the Year. David Morrissey, Dan McCann, and William Woodburn shared ownership of the impressive veteran. His 8-year-old Elora campaign boasted a record of 7 wins in 17 starts. Trained by Dan Morrissey and driven by Trevor Henry, Acceptable Risk banked $45,000 at Grand River and took a season mark of 154. His final win of the season was on October 10th. On October 28th, his ownership group suffered the loss of one of its core members, Dan McCann, who passed away suddenly in Buffalo, New York. McCann, an extremely dedicated and enthusiastic horse owner, was a staff favorite at Grand River and will be very missed in the coming year.